as I was driving through Belgium. I started having trouble selecting my gears. It was the dreaded T4 gear linkage bushes problem, a well-known T4 fault and one that I had to fix soon. So I pulled off the busy motorway and headed for a park up on the French border.
Well, that's me packed up for the night. I'm in some forest. It tells you over here. Unfortunately, they can't drive down there. Route Forestier de la Croix to Soldar. The Cross of Soldar. I don't know what that means. Few flies about, but not much traffic. Well, it's a bit out in the wilderness, really. Yeah, there you go. Bit different to the last 2 nights when I was roadside parked. Anyway, ciao for now. Well, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, so I'm just having my breakfast. Had a good night's sleep here. Very quiet. Just done some beans on toast, coffee and juice. And this is me for today. Well, this morning. I'm going to go for a little walk soon. I heard some strange noises during the night. Might have been deer or even wild boar. Lots of bird life.
So after leaving the forest park up, I headed into France and to meet an old pal at a campsite on the Somme. Hopefully he would help with fixing the van and I could carry on and watch the Tour de France.
Well, good evening. And a wonderful evening it is too. So I'm just going to show you a quick 2-minute video of where I'm staying. There's the fishing lake I fished maybe 3 years ago. A couple of times, never had a fish. There's the track that leads into the town. Well, if you go on bike it is. It's scorching hot today. I haven't done much at all today. Right, I've got to cross the road now. Oh, let me just tell you about this river. This river during the First World War was used by the British troops to bathe. There was camps around here and they used to jump in the river and do their ablutions. Right, this is the campsite. I've been here 3 or 4 times before. The guy in that VW there, he came in this afternoon on the back of a breakdown truck. His engine's blown. So his son's going to go and pick him up. And then he's going to come back in his T4. He's got a T4 as well as that T2. Right, here's the office. There's the baguette machine. Put your money in, you get a baguette. There's also a guy who comes around in the morning in a van. He came this morning, I bought 2 baguettes and 4 croissants off him. Not all for me, like. Half for John and half for me. So there's some motorhomes up there. Some campers. There's an English T5 over there. There's a toilet block. Oh, that reminds me, I've just been doing my pots, so I'll pick them up while I'm here. And we'll go back to the van. So, I'm paying, I think it's €12.50 a night. No electric, I don't need it. No Wi-Fi, because I don't need it. I've got it sorted. And here's the van. A few more motorhomes over there. There's another T4 in the distance. I don't know if he's English though. And a few caravans. There's my mate's John's. And there's my adventure wagon. Yeah, so this is me. Well, you've seen it before, haven't you, the van? What time is it now? It's 6:30 and it's in the van, it's 30 degrees. But I've got that USB double fan there, that's fantastic. That. There's my bed with a fly on it. And just had my tea, tuna pasta, using my big oven, my big cooker today. I've got a small one as well, which I use sometimes. There's my TV, but can't really see it, but it's a good TV that. So this is it, this is where I'm staying. Okay, let's ciao for now. Well, here we are at Amiens Notre Dame Cathedral. Mr. Chainside. So we got the train into Amiens this morning, put the bikes on and then cycled to the VW garage, got the part I needed, and we're just going to spend a couple of hours looking at this cathedral and the surrounding parts. Got the part for my car, got the bikes all set up down there, hanging in the rack, and we're on our way back to Albert. Yeah, Jimbo's camper van. Back at the van. There it is. I'm going to watch the Tour de France highlights now. Tomorrow we're going to fit this thing into that thing and hopefully it'll work. Solar panel there, solar panel on the roof. Catching the last of the solar power today. And there's my little home on wheels. Right, I'm going.
So the next morning, John fitted the new bush for me. But when I put everything back together under the bonnet, I managed to break another crucial part of the van. A T-piece on the expansion bottle, and now we had to make the journey back to Amiens and get a new part, which would take 4 days to get here. So I would not now be able to follow the Tour de France any further, and so I decided to spend a couple of weeks cycling before heading home.
Haven't been doing much the last few days because of the hot weather, but I've decided today I need to get out. So I've got the bike out, got my helmet on today, and this is a little river that flows past the campsite, and I can't remember the name. It's just gone 10 o'clock. That A lovely little, like a trout stream. Right, onwards. Cycled about 3 or 4 miles, a bit tired, a couple of hills. But yeah, I'm on one of the old tracks that the soldiers used to use during the First World War. Yes, thousands and thousands of them have walked up and down here to their death, a lot of them. In the distance is a place called Athuil, and it's a beautiful day again. A beautiful day. Yeah, I'm still following the track. It's lovely and peaceful around here. But there again, most parts of France are like that. Well, I'm still on that track. It's so quiet. Still got a few miles to go by the look of it. But what I found here is this. In memory of the officers, NCOs and men of the 8th and 9th Battalions, Yorkshire and Lancashire Regiment. Since that date, Janet, Fraser and Judy, what about it? Huh. Pretty sure I've been down here before many years ago. Not many years ago, a few years ago. Oh, there's a jay. Yeah. Well, that was a bit of a steep hill. I'm nowhere near fit enough. In the distance is the massive Teep Val cemetery and memorial. Just to the other side of that was the front line. And down that path is a cemetery which I'm not going to go to. Right, we're just having a bit of a rest. Whew. There's a Teep Val again. I could continue up there and go and see it, but I've been before. But there again, we'll see. So I've just cycled up there, and there's the view. And I haven't seen anybody or a car for the last at least hour. Not a soul. I haven't seen a living soul. Which is just how I like it. Beautiful, peaceful, tranquil. Not seen anybody for an hour at least. Not heard a car, not seen a car. Fabulous. Catch you later. Right, let's carry on down here for a while. This looks like a nice descent. Lots of sweet corn growing. A bit of activity down here, I think. A few cows. Settled up, sparrows, house martins, and I'm sure I just heard a peacock. Right, this is the village of Athweel. Again, there's nobody about. Oh, and there's a bit of movement up there. Right, it was a peacock. This little area here is on Park for Night, an app called Park for Night. Tells you places where you can camp overnight. Well, not camp, but keep in your van. But just across the road is a fantastic house, like. With a beautiful pond. Oh my God. Well, it's Saturday. I think it's the 16th July. My last but one day in France. I'm going home tomorrow. In the very, very distance is Albert. I've cycled quite a way already. Been to Teepval. Been to Pozieres Cemetery, Australian cemetery. And now I'm just making my way back. There's another cemetery here. Javier's military. So this must be the French, one of the many French ones. Right, I'm heading up that little road up there. In the very, I've already told you, in the distance you can see the golden globe of Albert Church. I'm just back at Avoulet now. It's just chimed at 12 o'clock. Grown quite fond of this little bit of road. It leads to everywhere. Been up it a few times this week. Wow, here we go then. And this is the main river, Ancre. Right, back to the camp. Right, heading back to the camp now. For the last time, I think. These ducks and that get well fed here. I've got an out for you, mate. campsite's just over that hedge. Right, adios, little ducklings.
And so, that was the end of my trip. I said goodbye to John, packed my van and headed for Dover and home.